I didn't know if I had to even raise my hand on this one.
No, you're good.
Looks like the two of us together again, Vicki.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. I'm not going to waste a lot of your time because I've been on the calls this week with you and I got a pretty good handle on what's going on. Game plan offensively, first of all, the key offensively.
Make some shots. No. Really attacking transition, finishing in transition. Not take quick shots, attack the lane. Let's get to the free throw line and continue to set good screens.
Now, defensively, what did you see that Seattle did to Jones? Did you see anything special what they did? Stewie's length seemed to me, at least, to bother Jonquil. You think that's fair?
For sure. I think Stewart is a very smart, disciplined defender. And I think that's the key to guarding her. You have to be disciplined. She's a very skilled offensive player that can score in various ways. So the most important thing is being disciplined with her, sitting down in your stands, and also boxing her out as well.
You know, I look at the numbers and I see they're number one in the league in opponents' points in the paint. They don't give up a whole lot, and
no,
they bang you inside. They're physical. I don't think people give them credit for being as physical as they are. Would you agree with that?
I totally agree with you. It's a matter of us executing, like I said, keeping our spacing, setting good screens, and forcing them to guard us off the bounce as well.
Get one more thing here. So the keys defensively, obviously, discipline. Yeah.
Discipline, transition defense, and boxing out. Keeping them out the lane as well.
Really, I know.
Yeah.
Feel good about it?
Oh,
Feel
go
good?
ahead.
Feel good about it, Coach?
I do. I'm very excited to start back the second half of the season. I'm excited to see our growth, maturity level. I'm excited to see just our chemistry.
Yeah.
That these last 3 weeks we have built team chemistry. I think I feel as though we have gotten better on both sides of the basketball. And also, I think we got better as individuals on both sides of the basketball. So I'm excited.
We are really excited. I mean, we are, except the girl who won the spelling bee, I'm going to ask her to spell Arike Ogumawale.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if she can get this. She gets that right, I give her a standing O.
I'm already standing up for her.
Oh man, my wife says I'm the worst speller in the world. I don't have to spell it. I just have to say it. Okay?
Exactly.
No, since it's only the two of us on the call, and again, this is not for public knowledge. Changing your starting lineup, maybe. Vicki and I talked. One of the aspects that Vicki and I talked about the other day was the fact that she's glad to have you from the start of this, second part of the season, because you came in late because of protocol and overseas commitment. Has this almost been a training camp for you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I feel like when I did come a little late, it was like I had to kind of adapt to everything fast, but I had to take my time. Like I took my time, but now with practicing and the training camp, it helped me a lot because it's like I got to get to know the players more, and then the chemistry was way better. And then I understood like how Coach VJ wanted me to play and like what she wanted me to do. And that the training camp helped me a lot to understand that.
So you probably had no idea what your role was the first 21 games of the year. I mean, because it's, you're learning plays and you're getting to know where Ty or where Mariah likes to throw the ball. This seems to me like you're finally figuring out what your role is. What do you think your role is?
So my role, I mean, I'm youngest of the team. And there's very good players that play my position. So my role, in my opinion, is just to come in when I get my minutes, play hard, be like positive energy and just do what I'm supposed to. So play the 4, do what the 4 is supposed to do, and just play hard.
Have you been in awe when you get on the basketball court and you see Stewie or you see Sue or, and obviously John Quell? Do you know, have you played against John Quell before overseas?
No.
Oh, okay. So, now you're going up against a couple of Olympians.
Yeah.
Did you have to pinch yourself and say, okay, I belong here? I mean, it seems to me, it would be overwhelming to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, but then again, I feel like I'm so used to playing basketball. It's when I get to inside those four lines, it's like, it's just like game on. I don't really think about it. I just think about defense, think about doing the right thing. So when I'm in the game, I don't really think about it, but for sure before the game, like in the warm-up, I'll be looking at them like, wow, that's so dope. Like they're great players.
I know when I first got doing the NBA, I remember my first game, I walked into the old Boston Garden, and Larry Bird was standing there. And I thought I was going to need a diaper. I thought, okay, there's Larry Bird. And he looked at me like, who the heck are you? You talked about the chemistry. I find that chemistry so important and culture so important in the basketball team. This has been an important 3 weeks for you building the chemistry, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been very important, like just learning all the players and like seeing how I'm play, for example, with Izzy or Katie, because all the players are different, so they want to play a different way. So it's been really important for me to have these couple weeks to work on that, because I feel like that's going to be a big benefit for me when I get to play.
Okay, this is the deepest question you'll get today. Favorite food since you've come to Texas?
Ooh, that's a good one. I want to say.
Have you been to Babe's Fried Chicken yet?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, come on, Kay. It's a half a mile from the arena. That you'll see me there tomorrow at 5:35. I mean, when we have those 3:00 Sunday games, it is the most incredible fried chicken. I don't even know if you eat fried chicken, but at my age, it's like, what the heck? I'm going to eat fried chicken. But have you gotten used to the Texas food?
Yeah, I have. It's in a way pretty similar to I want to say Italy and Finland. Like they have all kind of options. Like I feel like here y'all have everything, so it's very easy to.
But the food in Italy, come on, that is like astronomical good.
It is really good.
I mean, that's great. Kay, we wish you the very, very best. We're so glad to have you in Dallas. And if there's anybody you want us to say hi to or a birthday, please get a hold of, tell Andrew or yell at me or Reagan or our producer. We'd be more than happy to do it for you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day, okay?
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Kay.
Thank you.
Talk about the first part of the season, starting hot, maybe, tapering off just a little bit. How did you view that first 21 games of the year?
I mean, I'm trying to do what the team needs to win. So that means they need me to score a lot, then great. If that means they need me to play the one and get people involved, and maybe it seems like I'm tapering off when I'm doing that, that's fine to the outside world, but that's not what's going on. Just trying to do what the team needs.
Was the break good mentally, not only just physically, but mentally?
Yeah, I think mentally it was the best part of the break. It's really competitive here, and everybody really wants to play. Everybody really wants to do their best. Everybody wants to win. So sometimes it can get really hot, heated, and you can get in your own head and stuff. So like, it's cool to have a little break, take a step back, see the big picture, come back refreshed and ready to go.
How proud were you of Enrique at the All-Star game?
Yeah, like the first shot she hit, I like tweeted like Enrique MVP, because like I know the first couple shots I'm like, oh, she's MVP, y'all might as well give up.
chemistry of the team. Vicky has talked to me a lot about it this week. In these 3 weeks, defensively have gotten better, and chemistry has gotten better. Your thoughts on chemistry and also the defense and how you've tried to improve the defense?
I think you want to be able to trust that if you get beat, your teammate will be there, but you don't want to rely on your teammate, because that's when fingers start getting pointed and things like that. So you want to play for each other, but you also want to do your job. So I think we're doing a better job of being that backup help defensively, but also doing your own job, single one-on-one coverage. So I think we're understanding that more. And I think our team had the break to reflect and look, hey, like what's not working for us. And as a team that hasn't had much experience with breaks or just playing in the WNBA, it's easy, I think, to look back and say, okay, this is what I can do to fix it. There's a lot of room. A lot of it's controllable. Maybe I just didn't understand at first because I was in the game. But now that I had a chance to step back and see the big picture, okay, my one-on-one defense is awful. So maybe I can do a better job of that. My teammates don't have to help so much. They don't shoot better percentages. So just being able to look at the things that we can fix and control with our group.
As final question, I know somebody else wants to ask a question, but how important is it to start with only 11 games left, 7 at home? How important is it to get wins right off the bat and not let one slip away? In my 40 plus years, if you find yourself like, oh my goodness, we're 7 games under 500. When I was doing the Atlanta Hawks, for instance, they just packed it in and said, forget it, we're done, even though they still had a chance. But how important is it for these first games this week to get those victories?
I mean, who's to say you can't go 0-3 and then win the next 8? But who wants to do that? Like, that's putting your back all the way against the wall when our back's already against the wall. So, it gives you a little room to breathe and get your confidence back up, get the first couple wins under your belt, really feel like that work in the little interim break, really feel like that paid off. But when you take off early right after you try to go and fix it, that hurts your confidence a little bit. So I think we could use this to our advantage and really come out ready to run, because our team's young, adaptable, in a sense of maybe we don't run so much for a couple weeks, but I feel like since our legs are still young and fresh, we really pretty much can kind of like just start running again. When you got older teams that may not be able to do that. So this might work to our advantage. And to me, we got to make it work to our advantage early to start, rather than put our backs all the way against the wall and really have to figure something out.
Oh, Marina, I wish you the best of luck. Stay healthy.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ron. Next, we're going to go to Champale. Champale, go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, just to add on to what you already stated, with your back being against the wall, how do you find that balance of being able to play your game and not letting that pressure get to you?
I mean, as soon as the pressure gets to you, you lose. So to me, there's no other option. Like, it's crunch time. And as individuals and as a team, if you say pressure doesn't bother me, I'm going to come here and make big plays for my team, then you need to just do that. You can't let pressure get to you. So it's going to be a test, and the players that can come in and really put the pressure aside and just kind of absorb it and perform anyway, that's going to be who we need, and just go out there to win, because at this point we don't have any other option.
Thank you. And I do have one other question. Can you talk about like the positives and the strengths you've seen amongst yourself and your teammates in practice leading up to tomorrow's game?
Yeah. I feel like the team as a whole, like individually, is playing more confidently. Like each individual player is, having worked with Coach VJ and the rest of the coaching staff on just individual skills. I think that helps people to be able to get back in the gym, see the ball go in, see your moves go the right way for you. And that just kind of helps pick up the confidence. So when everybody's playing confidently, obviously our offense is much, much harder to stop. So I think that's one thing. And then another thing, I think there's just more of a sense of urgency defensively. I think we understand the assignment now. Not that we didn't understand the assignment before, but I think it's a little more clear what our weaknesses were on the defensive end. So now it's kind of on you. Like, you got to do your job and you got to defend one-on-one, but also your teammates need to be there to help you. So I think those two things are like what we've cleaned up a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Champale. Does anyone else have any questions? All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Marina. Hey, guys, we are going to be back tomorrow with a game day. We'll have coach and players available before the game, and then we will also have post-game media availability via Zoom. So if you have any questions, please send them Andy or I's way, and also stay tuned for the media advisory. It'll have some updated stuff in it for game day media. Thanks, y'all, and see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you.